Good evening. Welcome to the special meeting of the City of Tempe Housing Authority for November 9th, 2017. First item on the agenda is a call to the audience. Audience members have up to 3 minutes to address the City Council. If you would like to speak on the item listed on this agenda, please fill out a speaker's card at the back of the room and hand it to our Deputy City Clerk or our City Clerk, and we'll call your name when it is your turn to speak. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to address us under our Housing Authority special meeting? Could you please get my attention now? Seeing none, I will close that portion of the meeting. And item number 2 is approve the City of Tempe Housing Authority meeting minutes for July 27, 2017. And by the way, I would like to recognize fellow Housing Authority board member, Mr. Jack Drummond. Thank you for coming. So is there a motion to approve the minutes from July 27, 2017? Moved by Councilmember Keating, seconded by Mr. Drummond. Is there anyone opposed? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? That motion does carry forward. Item number 3 is to provide the Housing Authority Governing Board with an update to the program's current events, financials, programs, performance, and policy as the first 3 calendar quarters of 2017. And if Levon could come forward and update us, that would be fantastic. This is an update. Welcome.
Good evening, City of Tempe Housing Authority Governing Board. The purpose of tonight's meeting is to review the activities of the Housing Authority through the 3rd quarter of calendar year 2017 and to begin the presentation of the proposed changes to the Tempe Housing Authority Administrative Plan. In partnership with the local Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, field office, staff has been working towards completing all action items on the corrective action plan issued March 6, 2017. As of October 18, 2017, the field office has provided written confirmation that the Tempe Housing Authority has been removed from a troubled agency status and has been upgraded to a standard agency status. The Housing Authority will continue quarterly reporting to the field office during the next year as additional improvements and trainings are conducted in an effort to achieve a high-performing status. As part of the corrective action items and as part of the closeout process for the corrective action plan required by HUD, the Quality Assurance Division, or QAD, was on site to complete a financial audit from July 2009 forward. During the initial QAD visit in the fall of 2014, QAD deemed the Tempe Housing Authority financial records unauditable and required the reconstruction of all financial information from July of 2009 forward. In August of 2017, Quality Assurance was on site and able to successfully complete a financial audit of the reconstructed financial information. The Tempe Housing Authority had already identified and self-reported, and Quality Assurance confirmed that a deficit of $1,381,401.38 existed dating back to December of 2013. It's important to note that during the audits, there was no fraud or misallocation of funding discovered. The funds were used to continue providing assistance to the participants of the Housing Authority programs. The roughly $1.4 million would have assisted 140 families or roughly 350 individuals. A request is being made of this Tempe City Council at tonight's meeting to eliminate the deficit by a transfer from the city's general fund. Now on to the good news. Staff has fully implemented two new housing programs that are being administered through the Housing Services Division. The first is a tenant-based rental assistance program, or TBRA. This program provides assistance to 20 families that are funded through home funds. The program provides short-term housing assistance to prevent homelessness. This program serves 2 target populations. One target population being victims of domestic violence, stalking, and any other qualifying event under the Violence Against Women Act. The second target population is homeless individuals. A self-sufficiency component has been incorporated into this program in an effort to maximize the likelihood that at the end of the 2-year assistance period, families will be self-sufficient or will have transitioned to permanent supportive housing. At this time, all 20 certificates available for the program are in use and a waiting list has been established. The second program, Bridges to Permanency, provides assistance to 25 families funded through Mercy Maricopa, the Regional Behavioral Health Authority. This program is designed to provide housing services to individuals with serious mental illness. Through collaborative efforts between the behavioral health caseworker and the housing specialist, participants secure permanently assisted housing while receiving any required supportive services to successfully maintain that housing. At this time, the 25 certificates for this program are in use, and the Regional Behavioral Health Authority has established a waiting list. On Friday, October 13th, the Housing Authority submitted a registration of interest along with a letter of support from the Phoenix Veterans Administration, requesting Veterans Administration supportive housing, or VASH vouchers, be added to the overall portfolio of the program. This will allow the Tempe Housing Authority to provide homeless veterans with housing vouchers in conjunction with the Phoenix VA to provide supportive services. Staff has also begun the process of developing an affiliate nonprofit which would maximize the Housing Authority's ability to leverage Housing Choice Vouchers, CDBG, and home program funds by either acquiring, developing, rehabilitating existing structures to provide more affordable housing options for the residents of Tempe. Part of the overall implementation plan includes housing options in which the Housing Authority would purchase properties with federal CDBG funds and develop permanently affordable rental housing that would be managed by the affiliate nonprofit. As for a financial update, on June 29th, the Housing Authority received notification of calendar year 2017 final funding for housing assistance payments. The Housing Authority has a total budget authority for calendar year 2017 of $8,353,562. However, a proration factor of 97% has been applied, so the eligible funding comes out to $8,102,955 for calendar year 2017. At this time, it is anticipated we will expend all of those funds for housing assistance payments. Additionally, as of October 30th, 2017, Congress has not yet approved the final budget allocating funding for calendar year 2018. However, the housing assistance payments and administrative fee budgets continue to be a topic of interest, as the House and Senate have both approved budgets that implement budget reductions. It is currently expected that the funding for calendar year 2018 will be prorated somewhere between 90 and 95% for housing assistance payments, and somewhere between 67 and 80% for administrative fee payments. Staff is continuing to work closely with the field office and monitor the program in order to maximize the utilization of housing assistance funds. As is required, the Housing Authority has begun updating the administrative plan. As part of the process for updates, we're required to present the governing board with the discretionary policy changes that are being proposed. At this time, the most significant policy change is Chapter 11 for reexaminations and interims. The reexaminations and interim policies are that HUD permits housing authorities to streamline the income determination process for family members with fixed sources of income. While third-party verification of all income sources must be obtained during the intake process and every 3 years thereafter, in the intervening years, the Housing Authority may determine income from fixed sources by applying a verified cost of living adjustment, or COLA, or a rate of interest. The Housing Authority may, however, obtain third-party verification of all income, regardless of source, upon the request of the family. Fixed income sources will include Social Security, SSI benefits, pensions, annuities, disability or death benefits, and any and other all sources of income subject to an annual COLA or rate of interest adjustment. The definitions of fixed income may be streamlined even if the family also receives income from other non-fixed sources. The Housing Authority's policy is that the Housing Authority will streamline the annual reexamination process by applying the verified COLA or interest rate to fixed income sources, and the Housing Authority will document in the file how the determination of that source of income was made. If a family member is added to a household of fixed income, only the income of the new family member will be verified, not the fixed income source. Additionally, the Housing Authority will not conduct an interim reexamination of the total family. The provision does not eliminate the requirement to verify any other aspects of program eligibility, nor does it eliminate the requirement to perform annual reexaminations of the family's income. This simply eliminates the requirement for an interim on fixed income sources. As described above, the Housing Authority is making great strides. With the support of the Housing Authority Governing Board and HUD staff, we continue addressing audit findings through policy changes, process updates, staff training, and accountability. As this is only the second quarterly meeting, we're open to any feedback or comments towards ensuring that the Housing Authority Governing Board receives all of the information that it needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Levon. Does anybody have any questions for Levon? Seeing none, thank you. That does conclude our discussions. It was just an update. Again, I want to thank Mr. Drummond for coming all the way down here for the Housing Authority Board meeting. With that, we will adjourn a special meeting for the Tempe Housing Authority, and then we will resume our council meeting at 6 o'clock.